Hello everyone, this is my Volkswagen ID.3. In December of 2022, this car got over-the-air update 3.0, and a month later I made a video about a few software problems that I had with the car, and I thought I should update you because it has been another 3 months if anything has changed. There were 3 things that bugged me in the software since 3.0 and that wasn't in there with 2.3 and 2.4. Number 1 was the climate freezing. Sometimes I got into the car in the morning and I couldn't do anything with the climate. I had to restart the infotainment system and then it worked again. But the even bigger problem was that the steering wheel heater was automatically on 2 and I couldn't turn it off. I couldn't turn it off in here. So pressing here, I had a shortcut up here for steering wheel heating. Couldn't turn it off here. But people in the comments told me, I read the comments, told me that the voice control should still work, and it did. It really worked. So when you say, hey, hello ID, turn off steering wheel heater, it worked. But I got rid of the problem with this. I had on automatically switch on at start of journey depending on temperature, and had seat heating and steering wheel heating on, that when it's cold it automatically turns on the steering wheel heater and seat heating. I turned that off and since then I don't have any problems with that anymore. Number 2 was Android Auto. In 2.3, 2.4, since the start of ID software, Android Auto, I don't know how it is with Apple CarPlay, but with my phones and Android Auto, a lot of times it didn't connect when I get into the car. And by the way, this is not specific to Android Auto. This is really with ID software cars. I had it in other cars, it always worked perfectly. So it is a problem with ID software and Android Auto, and it doesn't matter if per wireless or via cable. I have it sometimes that when you connect nothing is happening, and then I want to disconnect or push here and then use Android Auto, and then it's working and working and working and nothing happens. With 2.3, 2.4, when it couldn't find it, I could restart the infotainment system and then it worked. With 3.0 in the beginning, it just froze and nothing worked with Android Auto. The car had to be off for 20 minutes or so and then it worked. It was really annoying. But in the last 3 months I noticed it got better, which is weird. So it again, when it doesn't find it, and I cannot try to do this because it never works. If it doesn't connect automatically, it doesn't work. What I have to do is restart the infotainment system, unplug when it's restarted, and then when everything is up and running, I plug it back in. It can take 10 to 20 seconds and then it works again. This doesn't happen often. So I would say of 10 drives, maybe 1 time. Of course, this is annoying when you really need it, when you're using Google Maps or I don't know, music or something that is important, that you need it right there. Then it's really annoying. Otherwise, it's still a hassle to restart and do all of this, but it's not a big problem. The last one is the drive mode. So when you go into mode when driving, and I have an individual, and you go to the settings, it doesn't show adaptive cruise control which setting you want it in. So for adaptive cruise control you have eco, comfort, I don't even know if you have sport, but this means when you're driving with adaptive cruise control, how much is it accelerating, how much is it slowing down. Is it with eco, it's doing it more smoothly, and with comfort it's doing it a bit with more power. I really don't know if it's with sport again, and it still is like this, as you can see. When it's totally weird. So sometimes I get in the car in the morning, drive, and it's not working, or a lot of times it's just working. What I see, the biggest thing is when I drive the car out of the garage, get out, do something, get back in, it's never there. So like now. And what I have to do is turn the car off, unbuckle where it shows me the goodbye screen. It's still the same fix as back in the day. And then when I turn it back on, it's there. My thing is, maybe I'm getting older. When I'm driving now, I'm not sure if it's not showing or if it's really also not doing it. So I like it in eco, and I don't know if it's automatically when it's not showing that point, if it's then in comfort, or maybe it stays in eco. I think I'm getting old and I don't notice it that much anymore, because sometimes I feel, oh, it's accelerating a bit too much or slowing down a bit too harsh. It must be the thing that it's not showing. I go in but it's there and it's in eco, and then I'm, maybe I'm not so right. There it is, ACC Eco, and it always remembers that it was in Eco, so maybe it's on and just doesn't show it, I don't know. And let's look, yeah, there is Sport, but I always have it in Eco. So as you can see, the problem still exists, but they got a bit better. I hope with 3.1 over the air that should come in a few months, it will get even better, with 3.2 even more. I know that a lot of people right now are just going to the dealer and get 3.2 installed, and that's way better than over the air updates because it didn't work that well. You saw my video, so good luck with that, and I see you in the next video. Bye.